so new material. Therefore, with regard to all of the miracles that took place or that will take place, as we have been promised, our sages were forced to say that the desire for them originated beforehand during the 6 days of creation. And it's not such an easy concept, so we're going to explain in details. Right? At that time, all the extraordinary development that were to occur were implanted within the scheme of nature. It merely appeared that they were new development at the time they occurred. This, however, was not the case. This matter has been explained in length in Medrash and Koheles and in other sources, and also apparent from our sages' statement, the world proceeds according to its pattern. So let's stop here, and we're going to go to the beginning of the paragraph. So basically, Rambam is saying here that even if even those miracles that out of ordinary, right, out of ordinary, they were even these were still like were created. These miracles were created even before during the time of creation, and famous medrash that I think most of us know, that HaShem had a deal with the ocean, not with the sea, that is going to split, right? So when HaShem created the sea, the body of the water, so it was an initial condition that at the need, right, when HaShem is going to decrease, so the sea is going to split, and same with Jordan, and same with other things. Okay, so that was initial requirement. Okay, from the beginning. Therefore, with regard to the all miracles that took place or will take place, as we have been promised, our sages were forced to say that desire for them originated beforehand. So all of the miracles that were and will be, so they were desire for them originated beforehand during the 6 days of creation. So how can we understand? So Hashem said that at one time of history, in history, the sea is going to split, let's say, for Jewish people. So who is going to be Jewish people? It's up to the nations. Whoever nation is going to accept Torah is going to be Jewish people, right? So they did not have to be descendants of Abraham, Mizrachi, Yaakov, right? So it was a free choice of Abraham to act righteously, and free choice of Yitzchak, and free choice of Yaakov and his sons to act like that, right? And even after them, it was a free choice of Jewish nation to accept Torah or not to accept Torah, right? And as we know, many of the Jews did not accept the Torah. 80% did not, or more, did not want to follow Moshe into the desert. So also we have to remember that, right? So Hashem created the miracles, but when it's going to occur and with whom it's going to occur, it's up to the people, up to the free choice, right? But it was created all before in the time of the creation. So let's see, there is a commentary quickly. Usually he does not have, but he's a commentary. As a source, the commentary point Bereshis Rabbah 5:5, which states, "The Holy One, blessed be He, established a condition with the sea, okay, that it will split before the Jewish people." Okay, as we said, that's a famous one. Not only with the sea did He, the Holy One, blessed be He, establish the condition, but with all that He created in 6 days of creation. Okay, meaning that Hashem established the condition. So for now, for so many years, whatever many years, you're going to behave this way, but when needed, you would need to perform this and this function. So meaning that this function was instilled into this sea or in any other object. Afterwards, the Medrash mentioned the other miracles that took place in the course of the Israel's national history. The point of the Rambam statement here as well is to emphasize that these miracles do not represent the change in divine will. Okay, so one more time, see Rambam's commentary Perakim 5:6. So again, it's not like Hashem changed his will and he said, no, she was doing good until now, but now I needed to split, so to let the Jewish people go through. So that's and he changed his nature. No, it was initial design to split. When and for whom, that's a different story. Okay. Just one second. Before during the state of creation. At the time, all of the extraordinary developments were to occur were implanted within the scheme of nature. Okay, we said that. So it's still nature, but in exception. So even though like if you have a program, so there is an exception in the program. So until somebody does some action, so it's going to do some reaction, right? It is merely appeared that that they were new developments at the time they occurred. So when for people who lived at that time, who saw all of this miracle in Egypt, yeah, there were new developments never occurred before. These frogs came out and in a huge number, and they would jump into the ovens, and they jump into the people's mouths and make the noise from the inside of the person. Of course, it's never it was never done before, but it was initially established at the time of creation. Okay, but at that time it looks like something new. This, however, was not the case. This matter has been explained in length in the Medrash and on Keheles, and in other sources that also apparent from our sage's statement. Right? It's the source is Avodah Zarah 56b. Okay, 54b. So and there they say the world proceeds according to its pattern. So it is a statement the world proceeds according to its pattern, meaning that even exception, it's still a pattern. Okay. Study these sources show how our sages were always reticent to ascribe the particular divine will to a particular entity at all times. Thus they would explain that if person sits or stands, it was willed by God that he do so.